हरिः ओम्। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य 50तमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे ल्यू णिनि तथा अच् प्रत्ययानाम् अध्ययनं करिष्यामः। प्रारम्भे वन्दनम्। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदूक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। प्रारम्भे अस्य वर्गस्य पञ्चप्रयोजनानि। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य सर्वेषां सूत्राणां विस्तारेण अध्ययनं, यत्र आवश्यकं तत्र अन्येषां व्याख्यानानां साहाय्येन शास्त्राध्ययनं, सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः यथायोग्यं कृत्प्रत्यययोजनं, कृत्प्रत्ययेषु परेषु रूपनिर्माणप्रक्रियायाः अभ्यासः, तथा च अष्टाध्याय्याः तृतीयाध्यायस्य कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे अस्माभिः कृत्यप्रत्ययानां विस्तारेण अध्ययनं कृतं। तदनन्तरं णुवुल् तृचौ इति द्वितीयप्रकरणे प्रथमं सूत्रं यद्विद्यते तस्यापि विस्तारेण अध्ययनम् अक्रियत। ण्वुल् इति प्रत्ययः तथा तृच् इति प्रत्ययः द्वावपि प्रत्ययौ सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः विधीयन्ते। अस्मिन् णुवुलादिप्रकरणे ये केऽपि प्रत्ययाः पाठ्यन्ते एतेषु केवलं णुवुल् तथा तृच् एतौ द्वौ प्रत्ययौ एव सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः विधीयन्ते। तदनन्तरं पाठिताः अन्ये सर्वे प्रत्ययाः विशिष्टेभ्यः धातुभ्यः एव विधीयन्ते, सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः न। तत्र अग्रिमं सूत्रम् अस्ति नन्दिग्रहिपचादिभ्यो ल्युणिन्यचः इत्यस्य सूत्रस्य अध्ययनम् अद्यतनवर्गे विस्तारेण करिष्यामहे। अतः प्रारभामहे। सूत्रमस्ति नन्दिग्रहिपचादिभ्यो ल्युणिन्यचः। बहु सरलं सूत्रं। नन्दी ग्रहि पचादिभ्यः ल्यू णिनि अचः त्रयः धातुगणाः पाठिताः सन्ति, त्रयः प्रत्ययाः पाठिताः सन्ति, यथासङ्ख्यं प्रत्ययविधानं कृतम् अस्ति। नन्द्यादेः ल्युः। So नन्द्यादिगण gets ल्यु, ग्रह्यादेः णिनिः, ग्रह्यादिगण gets णिनि, पचादेः अच, पचादिगण gets अच. Now we will see this particular sutram in details in today's class, also in tomorrow's class. To start with, I would like to cover up some basic things, clarify some basic things, and then we will go to some of the advanced aspects of this particular sutram. अतः अत्र अस्मिन् सूत्रे किमुच्यते? त्रयः गणाः सन्ति। धातूनां गणाः इत्युक्ते किम् इति वयं प्रायः सर्वे जानीमः। पूर्वमपि अस्माभिः केचन धातुगणाः अधीताः सन्ति. When we studied something like gam kutadibhyo nuningit, there was a kutadi gana. It's basically a sequence of group of dhatus that have a certain pratyaya or that share a certain characteristics. Similarly, you might have studied something called as akusmiya gana, adhrushiya gana, if you have studied the sarvadhatuka khanda. Even while studying samprasaranam, we studied vachiswapi yajadinam kiti. Tatra yajadi iti kashchana ganaha asit. अनेनैव प्रकारेण अत्र अस्मिन् सूत्रे त्रयः गणाः उच्यन्ते। नन्द्यादिगणः, ग्रह्यादिगणः, पचादिगणः. However, these three ganas differ from all other ganas that I mentioned right now in a very important and peculiar manner. Please pay close attention. All the examples that I gave right now, it could be the top level ganas like say Bhwadi Gana, Adadi Gana, Juhotyadi Gana, and you know, the antarganas that we talked about, maybe kutadi gana, yajadi gana, and so on. All these ganas and antarganas are there in the filter option on the Dhatu Patha. So if you go to the Dhatu Patha and if you see gana, you can see all the 10 ganas available in the drop down. And if you select the antargana, you have all other antarganas. There are some 25 antarganas are there. All of them are listed over there. We don't see Nandyadi Gana, Pachadi Gana, and Grahyadi Gana over here. So that's by design. If you see this, you don't see Nandyadi Gana, you don't see Pachadi Gana, you don't see Grahyadi Gana over there. And there is a reason for that. Nandyadi Gana, Grahyadi Gana, and Pachadi Gana are very special ganas in the sense these are not the ganas of dhatus as given in the Sutra Patha. So Nandyadiganah, Grahyadiganah, Pachadiganah, एते सर्वे धातूनां गणाः न सन्ति तर्हि किम् एते सर्वे कृदन्तानां प्रातिपदिकानां गणाः सन्ति. So basically Nandyadi Gana is nothing but a ready-made list of krudantas which are generated using the liu pratyaya. Grahyadi Gana is a ready-made list of krudantas which are generated using the using the rini pratyaya. And Pachadi Gana is a ready-made list of krudantas which are generated using the acha pratyaya. So this is something that we have to always keep at the back of our mind. अन्यत्र यत्र यत्र गणः अस्ति इति उच्यते, यथा यजादि गणः अस्ति, कुटादि गणः अस्ति, आकुस्मीयः गणः अस्ति, आदृशीयः गणः अस्ति, ते सर्वे गणाः धातूनां गणाः सन्ति. परन्तु अत्र कः विशेषः? नन्द्यादि गणः, ग्रह्यादि गणः, पचादि गणः, एते सर्वे कृदन्तानां गणाः सन्ति. So basically Panini has done all the hard work for you. He has taken the dhatu, he has taken the liu pratyaya, he has combined them, he has created a final form, and the final form is presented to you in the corresponding gana, in the Nandyadi gana, in the Grahyadi gana, or in the Pachadi gana. So यदि नन्द्यादिगणं पश्यामः तर्हि धातवः न तत्र सन्ति. किमस्ति तत्र? नन्दनः is a कृदन्तं, वासनः, a bunch of more, Sankarshanaha, Janardanaha, and so on. So there are a bunch of some 30 odd pratipadiks are there. We are going to study all of them in today's class. Similarly, if you look at Grahyadi Gana, we have Grahi, Sthayi, Achayi, Ayachi, Paribhavi, Etani Sarvani Pratipadikani Tatra Santi. Pachadiganah iti vadamashchet tatra pachaha. So actually Prakriya is very simple. Dhatu is pacha. The original dhatu is do pachas, pacha dhatu. You add ach pratyay on the top of it, you will anyway get pacha. But Panini does not give the pacha dhatu as it is. He gives the ready-made final form. Say pachaha, say chalaha, tarat, chorat, shwapachaha. So it's basically a list of ready-made forms rather than dhatus. And therefore, when we say Nandyadiganasya dhatubhyaha liu pratyayaha bhavati, that statement has to be interpreted very cautiously. It does not mean Nandyadigana contains dhatus. It actually means that Nandyadigane ye shabdaha santi te liu pratyayasya prayogena nirmitaha santi. Similarly, when we say Grahyadiganasya dhatubhyah nini pratyayah bhavati, it actually means Grahyadigane vidyamanaha shabdaha nini pratyayanta shabdaha. Evamev Pachadiganē vidyamanaha shabdaha ach pratyayanta shabdaha. So the first thing to understand over here is that all these three ganas are the ganas of ready-made final forms rather than dhatus. Panini has actually made our life very easy. We do not have to take the pratyaya and add and create a final form worrying about the prakriya. He has directly given the form to us. The obvious question is why? Anyatra sarvatra yadi पाणिनिना केवलं धातुः निर्दिश्यते तर्हि अत्र एतादृशः किमर्थं कृदन्तस्य निर्देशः क्रियते? What would happen if we just list the dhatus? Can't we make a prakriya ourselves? Like, what is the point in having pachaha or chalaha? He can just add a dhatu called pacha, or he can just add a dhatu called chala, and then we all can, of course, add ach pratyay on the top of it to make pachaha, chalaha, and so on. अतः किमर्थम अत्र एतेषु गणेषु कृदन्ताः एव निर्दिश्यन्ते न हि धातवः इति प्रश्नः. So there are reasons for it. एतेषु गणेषु धातूनां स्थाने कृदन्तस्य निर्देशस्य अनेकानि प्रयोजनानि सन्ति. कानिचन प्रयोजनानि इदानीं पश्यामः विस्तारेण अग्रे यदा एतेषां गणानां ग्रहणम् अस्माभिः क्रियते अग्रे गत्वा तदा अन्येषामपि प्रयोजनानां परिचयः भवेत्. So the first thing is संज्ञा निर्देशार्थम्. अस्मिन् गणे पाठिताः शब्दाः केवलं विशिष्टेषु अर्थेषु संज्ञायाः रूपेण एव प्रयोक्तव्याः इति अत्र पाणिनिना निर्दिश्यते इति अत्र सः ज्ञापयितुम् इच्छति. So for example, when you say this word Janardana, Janardana is actually a very specific word which is used as a synonym for Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna, whatever. So Janardana is the word that is used as a samnya, as a term which is already commonly used in the loka. Similarly, Nandana, the word Nandana, which is used over here, is used in a very peculiar sense of, say, a sun or say a garden. Nandana Vanam iti Indrasya Vanasya Nama Nandana Vanam iti. So, name of a garden or a synonym for a son, Putra. So, there are very specific instances, very specific situations in which these particular words are to be used. If Panini only specifies a dhatu and defers the task of creating the final words on us, then it wouldn't be clear like the Janardana word that has been created or the Nandana word that has been created, it need not represent a samnya. On the other hand, words like Nandana, Vasana, not all of them, some of them. There are multiple such reasons. First reason is that some of these words which are present in this particular Gana are only to be used for Samnya. Samnyayaha nirdeshartham eva atra अस्मिन् गणे धातवः पाठ्यन्ते अस्मिन् गणे शब्दाः पाठ्यन्ते अतः अत्र धातूनां स्थाने शब्दाः पाठिताः सन्ति. The second prayojan is Upapada Nirdeshaha, Upapada Vidhanam. Remember that in this particular section, we are saying that the pratyaya is attached only to a particular dhatu without needing the Upapada. If you go to the list of the basic the division, the first division was Krutyaha, the second division is Navuladayaha, and the third one is Anadayaha. In this particular third section, we have Upapada as one of the requirements. So if you go to this third section, Anadayaha, Anadaya, you see the topic on the top, Anadayaha pramukhyena karmani upapade kartuhu nirdeshartham prayujyate. So when an Upapada comes in the picture, we should be concentrating on the pratyaya that is in the third group, the Anadis. For the first group and the second group, for the Krutyaha and for the Nvuladayaha, most often you do not need an Upapada. So for example, Anuvul, Trucho, Unuvul Pratyaya does not need an Upapada. Truch Pratyaya does not need an Upapada. Or Tavya, Tavyat, Aniyar, none of the Pratyayas that we discussed earlier will need an Upapada. The Upapada is usually required from the third sheet onwards, from Anadis, but some of the words in the Namdyadigana or Grahyadigana or Pachadigana are valid only in presence of Upapada. So for example, Janardana. Simply saying Ardana is not allowed. You have to say Janardana. Or simply saying Karshana is not allowed. You have to say Sankarshana. So, in order to specify that particular Upapada, Panini gives that word ready-made in this particular list. So, eteshu nirganeshu nirdishtaha kechana shabdaha उपपदैः सह एव प्रयुज्यन्ते तस्य ज्ञापनार्थम् अत्र कृदन्तानां निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. The third reason is to indicate a certain type of anubandha. पचादिगणं पश्यामश्चेत् स्पष्टं स्यात्. पचादिगणे अत्र पश्यतु केचन शब्दाः तरट चोरट इति टकारेण अनुबन्धेन सह प्रयुज्यन्ते. वस्तुतः तत्र धातुः अस्ति चुर नो चेत् तृ इत्यस्मात् धातोः अच् प्रत्यये कृते तर इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. चुर इत्यस्मात् धातोः अच् प्रत्यये कृते चोर इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. परन्तु अस्यैव शब्दस्य अस्मिन् गणे निर्देशः तरट चोरट इति टकारेण सह कृतः दृश्यते. किमर्थम् अयं टकारः अत्र प्रयुज्यते? तस्य किञ्चित् कारणमस्ति, अग्रे गत्वा पश्यामः. अतः एतेषु गणेषु निर्दिष्टेभ्यः केभ्यचन शब्देभ्यः किञ्चन कार्यम् अपेक्षते, विशिष्टः स्त्रीप्रत्ययः तत्र अपेक्षते. तदर्थं तत्र अनुबन्धेन सह तेषां निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. Again, if he just specifies the dhatu true or dhatu chura, he cannot add an anubandha, or he cannot add that additional condition that when a ta anubandha is added at the end, a certain neat pratyaya has to be added in the feminine form. He cannot make it clear just by specifying the letter or the word true over here. So he instead prefers that a ready-made form be given, add the anubandha, and the whole thing is given to us. So संज्ञा निर्देशार्थम अत्र केचन शब्दाः सन्ति. उपपद विधानार्थम नो चेत् उपपद निर्देशार्थम केचन शब्दाः सन्ति. अनुबंध निर्देशार्थम केचन शब्दाः सन्ति. अपवाद निर्देशार्थम अपि केचन शब्दाः सन्ति. सो एतेषु गणेषु निर्दिष्टाः केचन शब्दाः सरूप अपवादान् बाधन्ते. So if you look at the list of sutras again, a little below we have this ka, we have this sha, we have this na. So all these are actually sarupa pratyayas. Acha, ka, sha, na. Ete sarve sarupaha. So there has to be a, so in general it is I mean it is expected that there will be some utsarga apavada relation between them, and then vasarupa vidhi will apply, one completely blocking the another because they are sarupas. In such a situation, for some of these dhatus, for some of these words, the ach pratyaya should act as an apavada rather than the utsarga. So ach pratyaya should act as an apavada, and it should block whatever other utsarga like ka, sha, na, and so on is there. In order to specify that, he adds those particular dhatus, those particular final forms in this pachadi gana. So specifically for Pachadigana, because Liu and Nini don't have apavadas over there. So specifically for Pachadigana, केचन शब्दाः अपवादरूपेण अच् प्रत्ययान्ताः एव भवेयुः इति निर्देशयितुं तेषाम् अत्र निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. So he could have easily given only a set of dhatus like other places, but very cleverly, instead of adding the dhatus in that particular list, he decides or he prefers to add the ready-made krudantas for all these reasons. Some of these have to be used as samnyas. Some of these, a specific upapada is mandated. For some of these, a certain anubandha is to be given. For some of these, ach pratyaya has to be mandated as an apavada, and so on. Now, having said all this, it is very common for us to refer Nandyadigana, Grahyadigana, and Pachadigana as the groups of dhatus themselves rather than group of krudantas. So technically there is not much difference. As long as you understand, as long as we understand and are aware that these are the groups of krudantas, even if while speaking we say Nandyadiganasya dhatubhyaha, Grahyadiganasya dhatubhyaha, Pachadiganasya dhatubhyaha, iti vadamaschedapi tatra doshaha nasti. So even if you hear somebody saying Nandyadiganasya dhatubhyaha lyu pratyaya bhavati, Or many times in the commentaries you can see that ayam dhatuhu nandyadigane vidyate atah lyu pratyayah. So these statements are not wrong. They have to interpret it in the correct way. When we say ayam dhatuhu nandyadigane vidyate, the the hidden meaning behind that particular sentence is nandyadigane asmad dhatoho lyu pratyaye kute yad rupam siddhyati tad rupam pathitam asti. So it is perfectly okay and acceptable to refer these three ganas as the ganas of dhatus, and then say asmat gana, say asya ganasya dhatubhya lyu pratyaya, asya ganasya dhatubhya rini pratyaya, and so on, as long as we know the finer difference at the back of our mind. So adhyayana saulabhyartham, purely for the ease of explanation and understanding. Adhyayana saulabhyartham, see the last line on the slide. Adhyayana saulabhyartham bahutra nandanadibhyah pratipadikebhyah. So you have this nandana or vasana or grahi or pacha. What you do for only purely for the sake of study, what you do is you take these words, you break them apart into prakriti and pratyaya, and then you take the pratyaya, keep the pratyaya aside and take the prakriti. So adhyana saulabhyartham bahutra nandanadibhyah pratipadikebhyah dhatun chitva etesham trayanam gananam nirdeshah bhavati. So let's quickly look at what the commentaries say in this particular context. Nandigrahi pachadibhyo lyuninyachah kashikakarah vadati adi shabdah pratyekam sambadhyate. Adi ityukte pachadi. So it's a very apt comment. Nandi, Grahi, and Pachadi. So it is not Nandi, Grahi, Pachadi. It's not a single Nandi dhatu and a single Grahi dhatu. That Adi word has to be distributed across all the three, Nandi and Adi. So Nandyadi, Grahi and Adi, Grahiyadi, Pacha and Adi, so Pachadi. So Adi Shabdaha Pratyekam Sambadhyate. This is a very, very important observation, that the Adi word, even if it occurs at the end, has to be distributed across the three ganas. Adi Shabdaha Pratyekam Sambadhyate Tribhyaha Ganebhyaha Trayah Pratyayaha Yatha Sankhyam Bhavanti. Respectively, one by one. Nandyadibhyaha Lyuhu Grahadibhyaha Ninihi. It should be Grahyadibhyaha Ninihi Pachadibhyaha Acha. Nandi graha pachadayaha. Now this statement is very important. Nandi graha pachadayaha nadhatu pathatah sannivishtaha grihyante. They are not directly taken from the dhatu patha, in the sense you do not get the individual ganas of dhatus called nandyadi gana, grahyadi gana, or pachadi gana. Kim tarhi nandana ramana ityevam adishu pratipadika ganeshu. Understand these. These are the ganas of the krudantas. Krudantas are pratipadiks. So these are the ganas of pratipadiks. That is the reason why you don't see Nandyadi Gana, Pachadi Gana, and Grahyadi Gana in the filtered list on the Dhatu Pata. They are technically not the ganas of Dhatus. So Nandana, Ramana, Ityevam Adishu, Pratipadika Ganeshu, Apodhrutya, separate them out. Prakrutayaha Nirdishyante. पुनरेकवारं वाक्यं पठामि. नन्दिग्रहि पचादयः न धातु पठतः सन्निविष्टाः गृह्यन्ते. किं तर्हि नन्दन रमण इत्येवम् आदिषु प्रातिपदिकगणेषु अपोधृत्य प्रकृतयः निर्दिश्यन्ते. So you see the word nandana, mentally you split it. You say the pratyaya is lyu and the dhatu is nanda plus nicha. Not just the normal Nanda Dhatu, but the Prayojaka Nanda Dhatu, the Nijanta Nanda Dhatu, Nanda plus Nicha. So that's the Dhatu. So then you pick up that Dhatu called Nanda plus Nicha and put it in the Nandyadi Gana hypothetically. Janardana, split it out. Somebody is asking, how do you write the Vigraha for Janardana, the Vritti for Janardana? I will explain it, say, for a few slides later. All these ganas we are going to study in significant details in today's class. That's all that we are going to study. We are going to study the Nandyadi Gana, Grahyadi Gana, and Pachadi Gana word by word. That's all the plan for today's class. So Janardana, Jana plus Arda plus Lyu. So you separate out Lyu This is a typing mistake. It should be Ardha should be blue, not the Jana. So you separate it out, throw away the Lu Pratyaya because that's the characteristics of that Nandyadi Gana, and then take the Ardha Dhatu along with the Jana Upapada and put it in the, say, Nandyadi Gana. So that's what we mean when we say Pratipada Ganeshu, Pratipadika Ganeshu, Apodhrutya Prakrutaya Nirdishante. Same for Grahin or Grahi. So Grahi is Prathama Ekvachan, Grahin iti Pratipadikam. Tasmat ऋणी इति प्रत्ययः तत्र निष्कास्यते. ग्रह इति धातुः, we put that graha in the grahyadigana. Similarly, ayachin, ऋणी pratyay is taken out, yacha dhatu is put over there. Same for, say, pachadigana also. Nandana, Ramana ityevam adishu pratipadigaganeshu apodhrutya prakrutayah nirdishyante. And then Kaumudi is equally easy. Nandyadehe lyuhu, grahyadehe णिनिः, pachadehe achaha syat. Somebody is asking what is the meaning of apodhrutya. Take it out, remove it, separate it out, split it out, and then or pick it from existing lot and then put it over there. So what we are doing is we are basically breaking Nandana into two parts, the Prakriti and the Pratyaya. We are not touching the Pratyaya. We take the Prakriti and we put it in the Nandyadi Gana. So let's start with Nandyadi Gana. So as I mentioned, the goal of today's class is go over Nandyadi Gana one by one, Grahiyadi Gana one by one, and Pachadi Gana one by one. That's all that we are going to do today, nothing more. So Prarabhamahe Nandyadi Gana, Nandyadi Ganasya Avaliyam. So this is exactly what you find in the Gana Patha. Let me read it for the sake of completion. We are going to go over each of these lines one by one in details. So, but it is important to understand how it is written in the commentaries. So let's go over this. Nandi Vashi Madidushi Sadhi Vardhi Shobhirochibhyonyantebhya Samnyayam. So he starts with statements. This is not just list of Pratipadikas, but it is also the Gana Sutras. It's also small statements embedded inside that particular list. So Nandi Vashi Madidushi Sadhi Vardhi Shobhirochibhyonyantebhya Samnyayam. नंदनः वाशनः मदनः दूषणः साधनः वर्धनः शोभनः रोचनः. So he's expanding that. The same list, he basically gives a Gana Sutram and then he expands that. So from Nandi, he says Nandanaha, from Vashi, he says Vashanaha, and so on. So he's actually expanding it. Then he starts the second sutra. Sahitapidamehe samnyayam. Sahana, Tapana, Damana, Jalpana, Ramana, and so on. So Sahitapidame. So Sahana, Tapana, Damana. And then he gives the further list. Jalpana, Ramanaha, Darpanaha, Sankrandanaha, Sammakarshanaha, Janardanaha, Yavanaha, Madhusudanaha, Vibhishanaha, Lavanaha, Nipatanat Anatvam. Also gives us some aspect of the Prakriya. Vitta Vinashanaha, Kuladamanaha, Shatrudamanaha, iti Nandyadihi. So if you look at this particular list, this is basically the list of Nandyadi Gana, list of words in Nandyadi Gana. Somebody is asking, where is this list found? This list is found in a book called Ganapatha. Ganapatha is the list of all the ganas occurring in the entire Ashtadhyayi. So Ashtadhyayam aneke ganaha santi, starting all the way from Sarvadini Sarvanamani up to Kshubhnadishu all the way till 8.4. So you have multiple ganas present in Ashtadhyayi. All these ganas are collected together in a book called Ganapatha. Unfortunately, I don't have the Ganapatha ready on ashtadhyayi.com. We'll add it at some point in future. But Ganapatha is basically the list of all these ganas. If you have the Siddhanta Kaumudi 4 books of Motilal Banarsidas, at the end of the 4th book, which is the same as the book that you need for Krudantas. So at the end of the 4th book, there is the Ganapatha, which is present as a separate book. Who compiled the Ganapatha? Panini himself created the Ganapatha because he references these Ganapathas in Ashtadhyayi. So if it does not create Ganapatha, then it will be all incomplete. When he says Nandi Grahi Pachadibhyo Luninyachaha, it is his responsibility to tell us what is Nandyadigana, what is Grahyadigana, what is Pachadigana. So he compiles them at the end in Ganapatha. What Kashika does is, so this is what Siddhanta Kaumudi does. Siddhanta Kaumudi adds a Ganapatha at the end of Siddhanta Kaumudi as a separate chapter where all these Ganas are enumerated. What Kashika does instead is that it's actually easy what Kashika does. He lists the ganas then and there for each sutra. So if you go to say Nandigrahi Pachadebhyo Lunininya, and if you look at Kashika, exactly all the words in the gana are actually listed over here. So see, Nandi Vasi Padi Dushi Sadhi Vardhi Shobhirochibhyo Nantebhya Samnyayam Nandana Vasana Madana and so on. So he says Iti Nandyadihi. Then he starts listing the Grahyadi says Iti Grahyadihi. And then he starts listing Iti Pachadihi. So, and the end Pachadi. So it's the same list. In Siddhanta Kaumudi, it is compiled at the end of the book in Ganapatha, which is how Panini also wrote it. And in Kashika, for the ease of study, he basically adds the ganas right then and there where the sutra is discussing them. So, if a sutra talks about, say, Nandigrahi Pachadibhyo, he'll explain what Nandyadi, Grahyadi, and Pachadi Gana is. So, coming back to the discussion over here, this is the particular list. And if we do that exercise that we discussed on the previous slide, you take these words, you break them apart into Prakruti Pratyaya, keep the Pratyaya aside and list all the Prakritis together, then we get this list of dhatus. So when we say such and such word, eshaha dhatuhu nandyadigane vidyate, iti vadamaschet kaha arthaha, atra ye kepi dhatavaha uktaha santi, nanda plus nicha, vasha plus nicha, or rama, darpa, yu, lu, or say sama plus rusha, eteshu kaschana anyatamaha ayam dhatuhu. So when we say a certain dhatu belongs to Nandyadigana, it should be in this particular list. Similarly, we will see the list of Grahiyadigana and the list of Pachadigana. But for now, what we are going to do is we will first concentrate on this Liu Pratyaya, talk a little bit about the characteristics of this Liu Pratyaya, the Prakriya of this Liu Pratyaya, and then come to this Nandyadigana, dissect each of these entries line by line. So let's start. Nandyadigane शब्दानां सिद्ध्यर्थ नन्द्यादिगणे विद्यमानेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्त्रर्थे ल्यू प्रत्ययः भवति. This is very very important. We are talking about the कर्त्रर्थ pratyaya. The pratyaya is attached on the dhatu to indicate the karta. Remember, unless otherwise indicated, सर्वे कृत प्रत्ययाः कर्त्रर्थे एव भवन्ति कर्तरी कृत इति सूत्रेण. अतः अत्र ल्यू प्रत्ययः कर्त्रर्थे, it indicates the karta of the dhatu, not to be confused with lyutta. Lyutta pratyaya, which is very common, and you have words like lekhanam, pathanam, gamanam, hasanam, and so on, are completely different words. They are not used to represent karta. So when we say hasanam, it is the bhava of the kriya that is being indicated. Lekhanam, it is the action or the bhava which is being indicated. All these words are into napumsakalinga. What we are talking over here is a liu pratyaya without a takar at the end. It's not a tit pratyaya. It's a simple liu pratyaya. The words generated with the liu pratyaya are used in the kartrarthe sense. So for example, we say nandayati iti nandanaha, or we say ramate saha ramanaha, and so on. I will explain the vrittis going ahead, but the point to remember is nandadadinam shabdanam siddhyartham nandyadigane vidymanebhyah dhatubhyah. So this is to be taken with, just for convenience, because this is how experts talk, or this is how is written in multiple places. So I just copied their style. Nandyadigane vidymanebhyah dhatubhyah kartrarthe liu iti pratyayah bhavati. Nandanaadishu kechana shabdaha sopapadaha. So sankarshana or janardana, it has to have the upapada over there. अतः एतेषां शब्दानां विषये उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ एव ल्यू प्रत्ययः विधीयते. somebody is asking what is Nandanadinam. So Nandana iti shabdah asti. If you look at the Nandyadi Gana, the word is Nandana. So if I want to represent the list of words starting with Nandana, I will say Nandanadinam shabdanam. Atha shabdaha ke santi? Nandana, Madana, Vashana, Dushana, all these are words. So Nandanadayah shabdaha. धातवः के नन्द्यादयः. So नन्द्यादयः धातवः, नन्दनादयः शब्दाः. That's what we represent over here. नन्दनादीनां शब्दानां सिद्ध्यर्थं नन्द्यादिगणे विद्यमानेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तृर्थे ल्यू प्रत्ययः भवति. एतेषु केचन शब्दाः सोपपदाः, तेषां विषये उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ एव ल्यू इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. So that's the basic reason why instead of giving words instead of giving dhatus he gives the words. So basically upapadasya upasthitau eva keshanchana vishaye pratyay vidhanam kritam asti. Simple things. Lyu pratyay lakaraha it samnyakaha, swara vidhanam, lashakva tadhita iti it samnya, lopaha, all these are now granted. Lyu pratyay yakaraha anunasikaha. This is similar to vula pratyaya where vakar was anunasika over there. Lyu pratyay yakaraha anunasikaha, ukaraha anunasika nasti. यकारः अनुनासिकः प्रक्रियायां योरनाकौ इति अन आदेशः भवति. यत्र निजन्तात् ल्यू प्रत्ययः भवति कुत्रचित् in the previous list if you see some places like nanda plus णिच, वश plus णिच, मद plus णिच, निजन्तात् ल्यू प्रत्ययः अस्ति. So we will say nanda plus णिच plus ल्यू, वश plus णिच plus ल्यू, एतेभ्यः वश निजन्तात् अत्र ल्यू प्रत्ययः अस्ति. तत्र णिच् प्रत्ययस्य णेरनीति इति लोपः भवति. ल्यू इति अनिट् प्रत्ययः इडागमः न भवति, अतः णेरनीति इति णिच् प्रत्ययस्य लोपः जायते. So nanda plus णिच् plus ल्यू, the णिच् goes away, ल्यू becomes ana, we get nandana. प्रक्रिया is very easy. ल्यू प्रत्यांत शब्दानां प्रक्रिया अनियर प्रत्यय सदृशी एव. I mean it's very simple. You have ana and you have aniyar. So aniya versus ana. So not a single new line or new explanation in the prakriya. It's exactly like the aniyar. Aniyar pratyant shabdat ईय इति निष्कास्य तस्य स्थाने अ इति स्थाप्यते चेत् ल्यू प्रत्ययान्त रूपं सिद्ध्यति. So नन्द, you say नन्दनीय. So get rid of the last ईय. It will leave nandana. Half na will remain over there. Nandana. Because ईय is gone and add an a on the top of it, ana on the top of it to get nandana. So aniyar pratyayanta shabdat ईय इति निष्कास्य तस्य स्थाने ana. Typing mistake. Ana iti sthapyate chet lyu pratyayanta rupam siddhyati. So there is nothing to discuss in the prakriya. I have already discussed aniyar pratyayasya prakriya. Exactly the same prakriya will happen for the ana lyu pratyaya as well. So now let's jump with the list of those words, those particular statements, and understand what are the meanings of each of this. This shouldn't take much time. It's basically just like 20 seconds for each word. So Nandyadi tatra prathamam sutram vidyate, ganasutram vidyate. Nandivashi madidushi sadhi vardhi shobhirochebhyo nyantebhya samnyayam. This is not a sutra of Ashtadhyayi. This is the sutra in the Ganapatha. Ganapatha can also contain sutras. We call them Gana Sutras. So Ganapatha is not just a collection of words. It also contains sutras. Even Dhatu Patha for that matter is not just a collection of dhatus. It contains Gana Sutras like Charkaritam Cha. So similarly, Ganapatha over here contains sutras. One of them is Nandivashi Madidushi Sadhi Vardhisho Bhirochibhyo Nantebhya Samnyayam Saralaha Arthaha ण्यन्तेभ्यः. अत्र केषाञ्चन धातूनाम् आवली अस्ति. एतेभ्यः ण्यन्तेभ्यः णिच् प्रत्ययः यदा प्रयुज्यते, आतिदेशिकधातुः यदा सिद्ध्यति, तदा तेभ्यः संज्ञायाः निर्देशार्थं, संज्ञा निर्माणार्थं ल्यू प्रत्ययः भवति. सो नद समृद्धौ, वाश शब्दे, मद हर्षे, दुष वैकृत्ये, साध संसिद्धौ, वृध वृद्धौ, शुभ शोभायां, रुच दीप्तौ, एतेभ्यः ण्यन्तेभ्यः. First to add a णिच् pratyaya there. and then you add a liu to indicate a samnya, a well-known word which is used in the language in a certain meaning. Pashamaha. Nanda iti dhatuhu. Nandayati. So that's the reason why he says Nandi. Look at the construct. He doesn't say Nanda Vasha Mada. He says Nandi Vashi Madi. So it's basically Nich Pratyaya has been added. Nanda plus Nicha will give you Nandi. And that's what the Gana starts with. So Nandi plus Adi becomes Nandyadi. So the first dhatu of the Nandyadi Gana is not a standalone Nanda. It is the Nijanta form of Nanda, which is Nandi. Nandi plus Adi is Nandyadi. So Nandi Nandayati ityukte samruddhim janayati anandam janayati iti Nandaha. It's a name of a parvata. It can also be used as a synonym for putra. It is also the name of the vana. Indrasya vanam nandana iti uchyate. So Nadi or Nanda plus Nicha plus Liu will give you Nandayati. What is the vigraha or what is the vritti? Nandayati iti Nandanaha. This is the Laukika Vigraha. What is the Alaukika Vigraha? Nadi plus Nich plus Nadi plus Nich plus Liu iti Alaukika Vigraha. Vashayati, Shabdam Karoti iti Vashanaha. So typical specific name of a bird. A certain bird that makes a peculiar sound is Vashanaha. Vashayati iti Vashanaha. Madayati, Harshayati iti Madanaha. Kamadevasya nama asti Madanaha. Dushayati iti Dushanaha. All these are not the luta pratyanta, they are the liu pratyanta, they are representations of the karta. Dushayati iti Dushanaha. So Khara and Dushana, these are the well-known names of the Rakshasas. So Rakshasaha. Sadhayati iti Sadhanaha. Vardhayati iti Vardhanaha. Shobhayati iti Shobhanaha. One of the 27 yogas. So most of you will know that there are these, when we say Panchanga, there are these 5 entities that make a Panchanga. One of them is the yoga. So you have Tithis, you have Vasara, you have Nakshatram, you have Karana, and fifth is Yoga. So this is the fifth yoga out of the 27. Vishkambhadi Saptavimshati Yoga Antargat Panchama Yoga. Shobhayati iti Shobhanaha. And finally, Rochayati, the last dhatu over here. Rochayati. Ityukte Prakasham Dadati. Iti Rochanaha. So all these are well-known words in the language in a specific particular sense. Nandana, Vashana, Madana, Dushana, Sadhana, Vardhana, Shobhana, Rochana, which have been discussed over here. The Nyasakara explains the reason why these words are not present in form of dhatus, which I've already explained. Let's go through this. Anyantanam tu esham asamnyayam samnyayam chatrujadaya eva bhavanti. So he says there is a purpose, there is a prayojana of why these nich pratyanta words are being discussed. If you just take these standalone dhatus without the nich pratyaya, then you don't get the liu pratyaya. So kevalam nandati. नो चेत् केवलं वर्धते इति अस्ति चेत् तत्र ल्यू प्रत्ययः न भवति, तत्र प्रयोजकः अवश्यं स्यात्. सो अण्यन्तानां तु एषाम् असंज्ञायां संज्ञायां च तृजादयः एव भवन्ति. अदर प्रत्ययस् विल बी एप्लीकेबल लाइक तृच एंड अदर्स. ग्रह्यादीनां नन्द्यादीनां गणे पाठस्य इदमेव प्रयोजनम्. And that's exactly the reason why instead of dhatus, the pratipadikas have been taught in this particular gana. Samnya Vishishta Vishaye eva tesham sadhutvam syat. These have to be used in that particular technical term, samnya, in that particular context. Anyatha, otherwise, it was possible to just break it apart and give the Prakruti. Anyata hi Prakruti hi eva gane pathitva ichadi shabdena taha upalaksha pratyayam vidadyat. Otherwise, it was okay for Panini to put the dhatu in that particular list and we could have done all the hard work. But no, there are other things like samnya or upapada and so on are important, and that's why he gives the entire list instead of the dhatus. Somebody is asking what is Aniyantebhyaha? Nich pratyayantebhya. Yes, Anijantebhyaha iti artha. Ani plus anta is Aniyanta. Yantebhyaha. Okay, second one. So if you just go back to that particular set, this is not going to take much time. It's basically just running through the list of words. So second one, you can see this, we did till Rochana. Then you have Sahitapidame Samnyayam, and then you have a list of bunch of other words. So let's quickly go over that list. Sahitapidamehe samnyayam. So again, three particular words, but not in each. So he makes a separate list for them. Earlier were samnyayam, but they were in each. Now these are pure dhatu, shuddha dhatu, and samnyayam. So shaha, tapa, damu, etebhya samnya nirmanartham bhavati. So sahate iti sahanaha, tapati iti tapanaha, damyati iti damanaha. I've given the meanings in the brackets. You can go over the presentation later on. A few more words are there in this list. Jalpati ityukte bahubhashate iti jalpanaha, ramate iti ramanaha, drupyati iti darpanaha, the one that makes you excited. See beautifully how it is derived. Harshe, drupa harshe iti dhatuhu. You look at it and then you become happy that, oh, how beautifully I have decorated myself or whatever. So drupyati iti darpanaha. Yauti iti yavanaha, very beautifully constructed. Mishrana yoho, the castes or whatever the groups of people, they get uh, they mix up with each other. The new progeny is a mix of the two breeds. That's the yavana. Lunati iti lavanaha. Lavana is used commonly for the salt. Kapham lu iti chedane iti arthaha. Kapham chinatti. So if you have, say for example, sore throat or whatever cough is there, doctors recommend you take saline water and clear off the cough. So kapham chinatti ityashayah lu lavanaha iti atra arthaha. Technically it should not have an it should be lavanaha, but the word itself is lavanaha. So nipatanatanatvam. Atra sutram nasti atah nipatanatanatvam iti uchyate. That's what is also written in the commentary. Nipatanatanatvam. A few more words. Sankrandayati asuran iti sankrandanaha. So the one who makes the asuras cry. Say Indraha or Vishnuhu. Samyak karshati iti sankarshanaha. Balarama. uh, Janardana. Somebody was asking what is the Vitpat or what is the Vigraha of Janardana. Janam Ardayati. Jana is the name of an Asura. So Janam Ardayati Saha Janardanaha. Or alternatively, Janam Ityukte Janma Ardayati. He cuts off your lives. Basically, he breaks you apart from the cycle of life and death. So Arda iti dhatu himsayam, to destroy. Ityasmin arthe prayujyate. Janam ardayati ityukte jana iti नाम कश्चित् असुरः तम अर्दयति नो चेत् जन इत्युक्ते जन्म मृत्योः चक्रम तम चक्रम अपि अर्दयति janam ardayati iti janardanaha. So standalone words like krandana, karshana are not allowed. We have to use them along with these particular upapadas as given in this particular list. That is the reason why these words are given in the list. I'm repeating it like 50 times now. You have to use them the way they are presented over here. So janam ardayati iti janardanaha, madhum sudayati iti madhusudanaha, विशेषेण भीषयति इति विभीषणः, वित्तं विनाशयति इति वित्तविनाशनः, कुलं दमयति इति कुलदमनः, शत्रुं दमयति इति शत्रुदमनः, and so on. A lot of familiar words from this. I mean, all probably words from this are very familiar words. Now you know how they are actually derived. There is nothing to explain, so we will run to the next Gana, the Grahyadi Gana. You can actually take a look at the presentation, study it on your own later on. Somebody is saying these words are all created, or these, sutra, these words are added over here for the Prayoga. That's exactly right. The Prayoga, the word Vibhishana, or Shatrudamana, Kuladamana, Sankarshana, Janardana were used in a very peculiar sense, or are even used today in a very peculiar sense. And in order to justify that, these particular words were added in that particular Gana. Let's go through the commentary. Now, I think most of the stuff, or all the stuff should be clear. We'll go through the commentary and then go to the Grahyadi Gana. So, Nandyadehe Lyuhu Grahyadehe Ninihi Pachadehe Achasyat. This is the Kaumudi, and followed by Bala Manorama is there. Nandayati iti Nandanaha, Janam Ardayati iti Janardanaha, Madhusudanaha, Visheshena Bhishayati Vibhishanaha, Lavanaha, Nandyadigane Nipatanat Anatvam. So Lavana ityasasane Lavana iti Anatvam, Nandyadigane Nipatanat Bhavati. So one observation over here is that Kaumudikara will not really give the explanation of all the words. So if you look at Kashika instead, Kashikakara will actually give each word over there. Whereas what Kaumudikara gives is only a handful of words, one or two words here and there he'll give. So Nandayati iti Nandanaha, Janamardayati Janardanaha, Madhusudana, and so on. Okay, so then we have to look at the Gana Patha for the entire list, and probably we have to look at other commentaries like Kashika or Nyasa for the actual breakup. But he'll just basically a representative list, 2 or 3 entities is what he will give. Balamanorama, let's see what Balamanorama says. Actually, both of them are very trivial. I'll just read and we'll go ahead. Nandi grahi pachadibhyo iti, Nandi grahi pacha esham dvandvaha, Nandi grahi pachaha adihi yesham iti vigrahaha, adi shabdasya pratyekam anvayaha phalati, lyurnini ach esham dvandvat prathama, yatha sankham anvayaha. Sarvam spashtam syat. तदाह नन्द्यादेः इति. सो नन्द्यादेः इत्यस्य शब्दस्य स्पष्टीकरणं सः ददाति. नन्द्यादेः इत्यादि नन्दी इति ण्यन्तग्रहणं. सो नन्दी प्लस आदि नन्दी इति णिच् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दः अस्ति. नन्दी इति ण्यन्तग्रहणं तदाह नन्दयति इत्यादि ल्योः अनादेशः णेरनीति इति णिलोपः प्रक्रियायाः विषये किञ्चित् वदति. मधुं सूदयति इति मधुसूदनः मधुः असुरविशेषः तं सूदयति. केचित् अण्यन्ताः इत्युक्ते अस्मिन् गणे विद्यमानाः केचन शब्दाः अण्यन्ताः सन्ति. सर्वे तु णिच् प्रत्ययान्ताः न सन्ति, केचन अणिच् प्रत्ययान्ताः णिच् प्रत्ययान्त भिन्नाः अपि सन्ति इति अत्र अर्थः. तत्त्वबोधिनी नन्दिग्रही द्वन्द्वान्ते श्रूयमाणः आदिशब्दः प्रत्येकं सम्बध्यते. सेम् थिंग ही इज टॉकिंग. तदाह नन्द्यादे ल्युः इत्यादि मधुसूदन इत्यादि मधुं दैत्यं सूदयति विग्रहः शूदक्षरणे इह अरद्दिसूदिभ्यां कर्मण्यणि प्राप्ते नन्द्यादि पाठात् ल्युः. So he says technically when an upapada is present, we usually add ana pratyaya. Remember kumbham karoti iti kumbhakaraha, chitram karoti iti chitrakaraha. We add an ana pratyaya over there. Karmanyana is the first sutra of the next particular section. So if you go to section number 3, anadayaha, the first sutra over there is karmanyana. This is a default sutra which says that if there is an upapada, a karmani upapada, you add an ana pratyaya. But by blocking that, you want the lyu pratyaya. So atra janardana sankarshana etadrishaha madhusudana etadrishaha shabdaha atra asmin gane samavishyante. Vibhishana iti viyo hetubhaye shuka. So how the shugagama is coming, he explains that. Let's go to Grahyadi Gana. Now I spent significant amount of time on Nandhyadi Gana and the initial introduction because I wanted to make the stage pretty clear. Grahyadi Gana we will run in like 2 minutes. So there is nothing new. It's exactly going to follow the pattern of Nandhyadi Gana. So here is the list of the Grahyadi Gana. Grahi, Utsahi, Udvasi, Udbhasi, Sthai, Mantri, Sammardi, Rakshashru, Vasa, Vapasham, Nau. So another Gana Sutra. Nirakshi, Nishravi, Nivasi, Nivapi, Nishayi, Yachi, Vyaru, Samvyaru, Vraja, Vada, Vasam, Pratishidhanam. Another Gana Sutra is there. Ayachi, Avyahari, Asamvyahari. So basically Pratishidhanam, he's saying only in the Naya Samasa these words exist. So Ayachi, Avyahari, Asamvyahari, Avraji, Avadi, and so on. Acham, Achitta Kartrukanam. I will explain this 2 slides later. Abhibhavi, Bhute, and so on. So this is the list of the Grahyadi Gana. Again, the dhatus have been extracted and shown on the lower part of the slide. ऋणि प्रत्ययस्य विषये किञ्चित् चिन्तयामः. ग्राह्यादीनां शब्दानां सिद्ध्यर्थं ग्राह्यादीनां शब्दानां सिद्ध्यर्थं ग्राह्यादिगणे विद्यमानेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तृर्थे णिनि इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सो अगेन कर्तृर्थे प्रत्ययविधानं प्रायः सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः उपसर्गस्य नो चेत् उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ एव अयं प्रत्ययः विधीयते. So if you look at a list on the previous slide, except for 1 or 2 situations like stha or mantra or whatever, everywhere else there is either an upapada or upasarga, something or the other is present over there. And therefore he needs to list that down because we have not yet entered the section of upapadas. Upapadas will be in 3.2.1 karmanyana. So he explicitly lists that, writes down that list over here. So प्रायः सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः उपसर्गस्य नो चेत् उपपदस्य उपस्थितौ एव णिनि प्रत्ययः विधीयते. णिनि प्रत्यये णकारः इत्संज्ञकः. There is a णकार in the beginning which is itsamnyaka by chutu tatadadhana. चुटु प्रत्ययेन इत् संज्ञा भवति तस्य लोपः, चुटु सूत्रेण इत् संज्ञा भवति तस्य लोपः इति लोपः भवति. What is the prayojan of the nakara? All of you know, vruddhi. I don't have to tell that anymore. What is more important is that nakarottara akaraha itsamnyakaha nasti. So it is not rini with an anunasika ikara over there. That ikara tatra kevalam uchcharanartham sthapitaha asti. ऋणिनि प्रत्यये नकारोत्तरः अकारः उच्चारणार्थः. किमर्थं तत्र नकारोत्तरः अकारः उच्चारणार्थः आवश्यकः? Can't we just pronounce ऋण like that? Of course we can pronounce it, but as soon as you give nin as a pratyaya, the ending nakara will become itsamnyaka by halantyam. So we would like to protect that nakara, the itsamnya of that nakara. So he adds an ikara on the top of it purely for uchcharanartha. So nini pratyaye nakarottaraha akaraha uchcharanarthaha ikarasya itsamnya badhanarthaha. Kasya ikarasya? क्षम्यतां, नकारस्य, टाइपिंग मिस्टेक, नकारस्य इत्संज्ञाम् आधनार्थः. सो णिन्न इत्यत्र नकारस्य इत्संज्ञाम् अभूत्, अतः तत्र इ has been added over there. So णिनि प्रत्यये, yeah, somebody is pointing, there is nakarottara ikarah uchcharanartha. I'll just rewrite this whole line. Let's read this again. Thanks, somebody actually pointed out. णिनि प्रत्यये nakarottara ikarah uchcharanartha. So e which is present after the n is for pronunciation. Why is that e present over there? Because the n should not become its samyak. If you just write the pratyaya as rinna, n will become its samyak by halantyam, which we don't want. We want n to be part of the dhatu, sorry, part of the krudanta. Grahin is the word that we want to generate, innanta word. So we would like to protect that n. So an additional ikara has been added on the top of it, purely for uchcharanartha and for protecting that nakara. So ऋणिनि प्रत्यये नकारोत्तरः इकारः उच्चारणार्थः नकारस्य इत्संज्ञा बाधनार्थः. तस्य प्रक्रियायाः प्रारम्भे लोपः भवति. ऋणिनि प्रत्यान्त शब्दाः इन्नन्ताः सन्ति. So because the nakara does not go away, we say grahin, sthayin, mantrin. All these are innanta words. इन्नन्त्य शब्देभ्यः स्त्रीत्वे विवक्षिते ऋन्नेभ्यो ङीप् इति ङीप प्रत्ययः विधीयते. सो ग्राहिणी इति स्त्रियां भवति. ऋन्नेभ्यः ङीप् इत्यनेन ङीप् इति प्रत्ययः स्त्रीत्वे विवक्षिते भवति. सो निवासिनी, स्थायिनी, मन्त्रिणी, ग्राहिणी इत्यादि रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. प्रक्रिया, again there is nothing great. णिनि प्रत्ययंत शब्दानां प्रक्रिया णवुल् प्रत्यय सदृशी एव अस्ति. So णवुल् has a nakara, णिनि also has a nakara. Both are णित pratyas, both will have same type of णित karyas. The only difference is णवुल् is for all dhatus, णिनि is only for a selected set of dhatus. But even for that selected set of dhatus, it will follow the prakriya for णवुल्. So णिनि प्रत्ययंत शब्दानां प्रक्रिया णवुल् प्रत्यय सदृशी एव. णवुल् प्रत्ययंत शब्दात् अक इति निष्कास्य तस्य स्थाने इन इति स्थाप्यते चेत् णिनि प्रत्ययंत लूपं लभ्यते. So grahak, grah becomes grahak, get rid of the ak. So basically grah is what will remain, and you add in on the top of it to make grahin. So graha plus ranavula becomes grahaka, graha plus in becomes grahin. So it's actually very simple. We are not spending time on prakriya. We have studied some important chunks like Hunvul, Trucha, Tavya, Tavyat, and so on. And many other pratyas will actually follow the same pattern. So not more, not no more running through all 10 steps of the prakriya for no reason. So णिनि प्रत्ययान्त शब्दानां प्रक्रिया णवुल् प्रत्यय सदृशी एव. णुल् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दात् अक इति निष्कास्य तस्य स्थाने इन इति स्थाप्यते चेत् णिनि प्रत्ययान्त रूपं लभ्यते. लास्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, तद्धिताधिकारे इनि इति कश्चन अन्यः प्रत्ययः अस्ति. So one very common pratyaya in the tadhita prakaranam is ini, which actually generate very well-known words like dandin or rathin or chakrin and so on. So just if you see an innanta word, it does not mean it is because of the grahyadi gana. So tadhitadhikare ini iti kashchana pratyaya, that is actually more popular because it can be used to generate like multiple different words. So tadhitadhikare ini iti kashchana pratyayah tad asya asti asmin arthe vidhiyate yasya sahayena api innanta shabdaha eva siddhyanti. Parantu saha sarvatha bhinnah asti, not to be confused with that inner and this rinini. That is one point. And second point, just because you see an innanta word does not mean it is because of nandigrahi pacha. It will have it can also have the ini pratyaya appearing from the tadhita prakaranam. Let's quickly run through the list of grahihadi gana. So grunhati iti grahi. So grahin iti pratipadikam prathama ekvachanam grahi. Grunhati iti grahi. उत्सहते इति उत्साही, उद्वसति इति उद्वासी, उद्भसति इति उद्भासी, तिष्ठति इति स्थायी, mantrayati iti mantri. So some of these well-known words, some words are like specific. So for example, this udbhasi is only used in the chandasa sense. Grahi, mantri, sthai, well-known words are there. Samrudnati, to destroy, I think. Samrudnati iti, or to crush. Samrudnati iti sammardi, and so on. A few more. Raksha shruva vasa vapasham nau. So ni upapadasya upasthitau rini iti pratyasya vidhanam kritamasti. Nirakshati iti nirakshi. Nishrunoti iti nishravi. Nivasati iti nivasi. Nivapati iti nivapi. Nishati iti nishayi. So sho tanukarana iti dhatuhu. Sho becomes a sha, and then sha will get a yugagama. Nishayi. Ato yukchin kruto iti yugagama. Nishayi. And so on. A few more actually. Let's take a look at this particular slide in details. Actually, have two more slides. Yachi vyaru samvyaru vrajavadavasam pratisiddhanam. So for some particular set of dhatus, only in presence of naya upapada, the negation, this particular pratyaya is attached. So na yachate iti ayachi, na vyaharati iti avyahari, does not wander around. Na samvyaharati asamvyahari, na vrajati avraji, na vadati avadi, does not talk. Na vasati iti avasi, and so on. So for some particular verbs, only when there is a naya samasa, this particular rini pratyaya is attached. So all these cases he cannot just list by listing the dhatus. Therefore, that's the reason why the pratipadikas have been listed, or say the subantas have been listed. Next Gana Sutra. There are a few questions, but I'll take them in a minute. Let me just finish through the list of the Grahyadi Gana. Acham achitta kartrukanam pratisiddhanam is the next particular Gana Sutra. Ajanta dhatubhyaha achitta kartrukasya nirdeshartham pratyay vidhanam kriyate. So acham, for the ajanta dhatus, the dhatus that end in a swara, for the ajanta dhatus, if the doer of the action is not a living being, a chitta kartruka, if the doer of that particular kriya is not a living being, what does it mean? I'll explain in a minute with the examples. But if the doer is a chitta kartruka, chittam nasti, it is not a living entity, then you can apply this particular pratyaya. So, sorry. Some of the examples are listed over here. These are taken from Prakriya Sarvaswam. I couldn't find any of these in Kashika or Kaumudi anywhere. I had to refer to a few more other Vyakranas actually and Prakriya Sarvaswam to get these examples. So, Nay iti. So, Pratisiddhanam. So, we have to have Naya and Ajanta Dhatu. So, let's take Kru Dhatu for example. Na karoti iti akari. So, you can have the word akari, which is the nini pratyanta word. Na karoti iti akari. Ajanta dhatu asti, pratisiddha, so nay samasa asti, and achitta kartruka. We can use this particular word akari to indicate something that is not a living entity. So for example, see this very beautiful construct. Akari gharmasya balatapaha. Atapaha ityukte heat of the sun. Bala tapaha, not very intense. Bala ityukte small or young. So the sun has just arisen, just in the morning, early morning. So there is some heat, maybe days of summer. There is some heat, but not much heat. Bala tapaha, very little heat is there. Is that heat sufficient to create the sweating? No, that is actually pleasant heat. It will not create a person to sweat. So, gharmasya balatapaha akari na karoti, gharmam na janayati, gharmam na karoti, gharmam na karoti iti arthaha. So, balatapaha gharmasya akari. Here, the karta is the balatapa, the heat of the sun, which is definitely not a living entity. I mean, in the traditional sense, we don't call it as chitta kartruka. So this is a chitta kartruka. So we say akari gharmasya bala tapaha is an example for the word akari. Similarly, ru dhatu asti na harati iti ahari. Aharini dahasya oshadhihi. The medicine does not take away the burning sensation. So I am actually applying the medicine to get rid of the burning sensation, but the burning sensation doesn't go away. Aharini dahasya oshadhihi. Again, that powder or whatever medicine, that paste is not the living thing. It's a chitta kartruka. So we say aharani dahasya oshadhihi. Ni nayati iti dhatuhu. Na vinayati iti avinayi. Vinaya is basically to bend down because of the weight. Avinayi vrukshasya paranabharaha. The weight of the leaves is not strong enough or is not high enough so that the branches bend down. So unlike fruits, for example, if the branch has a lot of fruits, because of the weight of the fruits, branches can bend down. But you don't see that with the leaves. So paranabharaha, the weight of the leaves, a non-living entity, even if leaves can be considered living or non-living, independent of that, the weight itself is not a chitta karatruka. So paranabharaha vrukshasya avinayi, it does not bend down that particular tree, and so on. So acham achitta karatrukanam pratisiddhanam iti ganasutram. The next one is Vishayi Vishayi Deshe. So these are the two names of the regions. Vishete iti Vishayi, Kashchana Desha Visheshaha, Vishinati iti Vishayi, Kashchana Desha Visheshaha. Some Nipatanas are happening over here. So Vishete iti Vishayi, it does not cause a dirgha. Vishayi iti na bhavati. So Vruddhi Abhavaha Nipatanat. Similarly, Vishinati iti Vishayi, Dhatvadesh saha will cause this sh to become sa, but again that sa has to go back to sh. That shatvam is by the nipatana, the vruddhi abhava is by the nipatana, and so on. So vishete iti vishayi, vishanati iti vishayi. These are the names of the countries, names of the places, and so on. Finally, some more words. Abhibhavi bhute iti ganasutram. Abhibhavati overpowers, overrules. In bhutakale eva. Abhyabhavat iti abhibhavi. अपराधति इति अपराधी, उपरुणद्धि इति उपरोधी, paribhavati iti paribhavi, paribhavi, and so on. So there is no point in walking through each and everything. Once you get the hang of the things, the presentation will be available. You can just go over each line in a way you want. Let's take a few questions that are over here. The question is, are sutras like Inhan Pusham and Yamnam show applicable to all the Innantas? Yes, as long as it is in, everything that is related to in the sutra patha will be applicable, whether it is a tadhitanta or whether it is a krudanta. Eventually it is a pratipadika, whether it is a tadhitanta or whether it is a krudanta. As long as it is in pratyayanta, all this will be applicable. Somebody is saying all these nakaranta words have same type of vibhaktis. By vibhaktis, if you mean form, so obviously, I mean, if you remember one form like shashin, for example, most of the words will behave exactly in that particular way. Let's take a quick look at the Grahyadigana. We are on time. I only need to finish Pachadigana, which is like 3 or 4 more slides. So Nandi Grahi Pachadibhyo Luninachaha Grahi, Sthayi, Mantri, Vishayi, and so on. For Vishayi, he makes it clear Vruddhya Bhavo Nipatanat. So it's not Vishayi, it's Vishayi. So Vruddhya Bhavaha Nipatanat. Iha Shat Vishayi ityatra Shatvam So Dhatvadesha Saha will cause sh to sa. That sa cannot go back to sh because it is at the beginning of the pada. Sat Padadyoho will block it. But you still want a sh. Atah atra Shatvam Nipatanat. Paribhavi, Paribhavi, Pakshikaha, Vruddhyabhava Nipatyate. So Paribhavi is also possible. Paribhavi is also possible. If you go on previous slide, you can see over here. Paribhavi is also possible. And Paribhavi is also possible. Pakshikaha, Vruddhyabhavaha atra Nipatyate. You can take a look at the Bala Manorama commentary later on. It's actually easy. Nothing more to discuss. Pachadigana. Simplest actually. अच् प्रत्ययः पचादिगणे पचादीनां शब्दानां सिद्ध्यर्थं पचादिगणे विद्यमानेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तृर्थे अच् इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. चकारः इत्संज्ञकः तस्य लोपः इति लोपः भवति. अच् प्रत्यय चकारस्य किं प्रयोजनम्? So similar, recollect last class we discussed a whole bunch of minutes or slides to discuss the prayojan of ch in the truch pratyaya. So ach pratyaya chakarasya kim prayojanam? Chitaha ityanena krudantasya antimaswarasya udattatvam. So we started with the same argument, but that argument was flawed in case of trucha. It's because it's a single ach varana is there. So anyway by pratyaya swara it will become udatta. So same argument applies over here. चितः इत्यनेन कृदन्तस्य अन्तिमस्वरस्य उदात्तत्वम् इति एकः पक्षः. वस्तुतस्तु आद्युदात्तस्य इति प्रत्ययस्वरेणैव सिद्धे चकारग्रहणम् अ इत्यस्मात् प्रत्ययात् पृथक् निर्देशार्थम्. So there is a separate pratyay called a in the striyam iti adhikare. Striyam tin ityasmin adhikare asti. So we want to separate out a from ach. So a harmless anubandha ach, the ch was added over here. Ach pratyanta shabdanam prakriya aniyar sadrushi eva. So there is nothing. It's not anita, it's not kita, it's not shita, pita, yita, and so on. So aniyar, whatever form you create for aniyar, just get rid of niya at the end and it will be the final form for acha. So aniyar shabda pratyanta shabdanam niya iti nishkasayamah. तस्य स्थाने किमपि न स्थाप्यते चेदपि this is all typing mistake. Aniyar pratyanta shabdat niya iti nishkasyate chet acha pratyayasya rupam bhavati. I'll fix this later on. So pacha plus aniyar pachaniya, just get rid of niya. Don't do anything. Just get rid of niya and you get pacha, which is the acha pratyanta form. So you don't have to do anything. Pacha plus acha becomes pacha. The avali of pachadi gana is right over here. Pacha, vacha, vapa, vada, chala, shala, tapa, pata, and so on. A few words over here are titta. So you have charata. So instead of chara, he says charata, tarata, chorata, gahata, and so on. Again, he comes back to jara, mara, kshara, kshama, and so on. Sudata, devata, modata, and so on. And finally, he makes a remark, pachadihi akriti ganaha. Ityukte, pachadi gane अन्ये अपि केचन शब्दाः भवितुम् अर्हन्ति. In tomorrow's class, we will discuss in details what an akriti gana is. Actually, if time permits, in today's class itself, we'll discuss. Otherwise, tomorrow. There are a few more things about pachadi gana. Whole of the tomorrow's class, we will discuss a few very subtle and interesting aspects of pachadi gana. So I just want to discuss basic things of Pachadigana today and we will stop. So this is the list of Pachadigana, the dhatus of the Pachadigana. The list of words has been separated out and the prakritis, the dhatus, has been listed over here. All vrittis have been given over here. There is no point in talking through all of them. I'll just pick some of them. So pachati iti pachaha, vadati iti vadaha, kupyati iti kupaha. Why is it kupaha? It should be kopaha. Kupyati iti kopaha, nrityati iti nartaha, dashati iti dashaha, and so on. Pashyati iti darshaha, and so on. A few more. Pachadigane kechana shabdaha tittaha santi. As we saw earlier, charat, modat. So titta pratyanta shabdaha santi. Why does he add takar at the end over there? एतेषु टकारग्रहणस्य प्रयोजनमस्ति ढाण इति सूत्रेण स्न्यां नीप् इति प्रत्यय विधानम्. So technically, akaranta words will get a tap when we talk about the feminine form. So ajadyatashtaap iti sutrena kim bhavati, akaranta shabdaah santi tesham vishaye a iti striyam ante agacchati. Parantu atra, so if you just say normal word pacha, what is the feminine form of pacha? It is pacha. Or what is the feminine form of vacha? It is vacha. परंतु अत्र केचन शब्दाः एतादृशाः सन्ति येभ्यः स्त्री प्रत्ययः यदा इष्यते तदा नीप इति स्त्री प्रत्ययः करणीयः. एतेषां सर्वेषां निर्देशः अत्र ट इति अनुबन्धेन सह कृतः अस्ति. So as soon as you add a t as an anubandha, the prayojan of that anubandha is tit. So you can see this particular sutra, it starts with a tit, which says tit pratyyantaha ye shabdaha tesham tesham vishaye stritve vivakshite neep iti pratyaya bhavet. So then it blocks the tap pratyaya and it gives the neep pratyaya over here. So to nadi is the word dhatu. Gane katham nirdeshah kriyate? Nadat iti gane nirdeshah kriyate. So if you look at the pachadi gana, the nirdesha over there is nadat. Why? Because even if the word is nada in the feminine form, we do not want to say nada, but we would like to say nadi, river. Very well known words derived like this. Nadati iti nadaha, the one that expands as it goes ahead. It starts very small, but when it goes ahead, it basically flourishes itself and the land around it. So that's the nada in the feminine form stritve नीप pratyaya nadi. Similarly, bhasha गणे भषट इति निर्देशः अस्ति. भषति इति भषः गणे भषट इति निर्देशेन स्त्रीत्वे ङीप् प्रत्यये भषी. प्लूंग इति धातु अस्ति. प्लव इति तृणजातिः. प्लवट इति गणे निर्देशः प्लवी. चरट इति गणे निर्देशः चरी. And so on. चोरयति इति चोरः, the thief. Chorat iti gane nirdeshah. So the feminine form of the thief would be chori. Stritve nipa pratyaya bhavati. And so on. So multiple such tit words have been present in the Pachadi Gana. I will skip the next two slides for now. I'll talk about them in tomorrow's class. Let's quickly go over the basic discussion of this particular Pachadi Gana. Pachadhi Akriti Ganaha. Okay, this particular thing I would like to explain it tomorrow itself. So I think there is nothing more in the Nandigrahi Pachadibhyo over here. So I think so he basically in Kaumudi he doesn't talk anything. He starts with Pachadhi Akruti Ganaha, which I'll explain in tomorrow's class. Let's quickly go through what the Kashika says. So he basically lists Pacha, Vapa, Vada, and so on. And at the end, he closes up by saying Pachadhi Akruti Ganaha. So I could have explained it today, but we are running out of time. I would like to go over this slowly. So we'll talk about what exactly is Akriti Gana and why is Pachadi called Akriti Gana. What is the Uttara Paksha? What is the Purva Paksha? It's not very simple, like it can be explained in 2 minutes. So there is a difference of opinions. I will talk about that in details in tomorrow's class. So I think that's all what we want to do today. Let's take this one particular Nipatana and then we will stop. So all the way at the end of 3.4, at the end of the Krudanta Prakaranam, there is a sutra that occurs. It is a little bit later. We will study this sutra one in the flow. But because this particular sutra is related to Ach Pratyaya, I would like to quickly discuss it today. The sutra says Dashagognau Sampradane. If some of you have memorized 3.4, I think you would have remembered this Dashagognau Sampradane, Bhimadayo Padane, Tabhyamanyattarunadayaha, and so on. So Dashagognau Sampradane occurs all the way at the end of the Krudanta Prakaranam of 3.4 in 3.4. It basically gives two words which are ready-made given to you, Nipatanas. One of them is Dasha and other is Gogna. Dvau shabdau atra diyete. Dasha and goghna. Out of these two words, the first word dasha is ach pratyayanta nipatana. So goghna is not ach pratyayanta, it is a tak pratyaya, completely different pratyaya there. Tak pratyayanta nipatana. So in today's class right now, I don't want to discuss about goghna. I only want to discuss about this word dasha. Later on in the regular flow of the sutras, when we will come to Dasha Goghna Sampradane while studying 3.4, I will again talk about this sutra as a complete sutra in its own sense. But for now, because we are talking about the ach pratyaya, let's quickly look at the word dasha. Dasha gognau shabdau sampradane karake nipadyate dashrudane tataha pachadyacha. So this is the reason why I took this sutra today. It exactly fits in the context. He says dasha dane iti dhatuhu pachadigane asti iti matva tasmat ach pratyaya karaniyah. न सामान्य रूपेण अच् प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे भवति. सो ददाति इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे दाशति इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे अयं प्रत्ययः भवेत्. कर्तरि कृत इत्यनेन सर्वे कृत प्रत्ययाः unless otherwise indicated always are given in the कर्तृर्थे sense. परन्तु अत्र अयं शब्दः संप्रदाने इष्यते अतः निपातनं दत्तमस्ति. So he says सहा इत्युक्ते दाश शब्दात् दाश दारे इत्यस्मात् धातोः अच इति यः प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते, अच इति यः प्रत्ययः विधीयते, सः कृत् सम्यकत्वात् कर्तरी प्राप्तः संप्रदाने निपात्यते. संप्रदान कारके. So effectively the krudanta word will indicate the sampradana. Dashanti tasmai iti dashaha. So the word dasha is used to indicate somebody who is the receiver of that particular dana. So dashanti tasmai sampradana karake nipatyate. Dashanti tasmai iti dashaha. Or dashanti tasmai iti dasha. I think this is a typing mistake. Dashanti asmai iti dashaha. So etau sampradana karake nipatyate. Both dasha and goghna, both of them in the sampradana karaka only, but goghna has nothing to do with acha pratyaya. So I am going to ignore it for now. So that gray colored part of the commentary that you see is basically for the goghna, which I don't want to discuss for now. We'll only concentrate on the word dasha. दाश गोघ्नौ शब्दौ संप्रदाने कारके निपात्यते. सो दाश शब्दः संप्रदान कारके निपात्यते. दाश्रुदाने ततः पचाद्य च सः कृत्सम्यकत्वात् कर्तरी प्राप्तः संप्रदाने निपात्यते. दाशन्ति तस्मै इति दाशः. So dash is the receiver. Tasmai diyate. So the one who is the receiver of that particular dana will be called dasha. So I think that's all for today. As I mentioned in today's class, what we did is we studied the detailed list of Nandyadigana, Grahyadigana, and Pachadigana. Somebody is asking a question, is the list everything? So yes, the list is everything. That's your source of truth. If somebody, whether a dhatu gets a, liu pratyaya, look in the list. Whether the dhatu gets an ini pratyaya, look in the list. Whether the dhatu gets an acha pratyaya, look in the list. That list is your source of truth for the Nandyadigana, Grahyadigana, and Pachadigana. Now we have completed the discussion of the Nandyadigana and Grahyadigana. There is nothing to explain more about it. But as far as this Pachadigana is concerned, and as far as this Acha Pratyaya is concerned, a lot of new things are yet to be told. So there is a much more interesting discussion about the Acha Pratyaya and about the Pachadigana. So in tomorrow's whole class, we will discuss about these non-trivial aspects of the Pachadigana and the Acha Pratyaya. And in tomorrow's class, we will conclude Nandigrahi Pachadibhyo Lyuninyachah Sutram. So today's class, we discussed the basic lists and how to apply them, what are the vrittis and all that. More interesting Shastriya aspects, very interesting aspects about Dvitva, about say young Pratyaya, young look, very beautiful aspects. Don't miss tomorrow's class. So all these revolve around this Ach Pratyaya and the Pachadigana. I will talk about these in tomorrow's class. So samapayamaha. The exercise is over here. अधो दत्तासु काव्यपंक्तिषु विद्यमानानां ल्यूणिनि अच् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दानां सवृत्तिकं ससूत्रम सिद्धिं प्रदर्शयत. So there are 5 kavya panktis. Each of them will contain 2 or more, sometimes one, but I think mostly 2 or more rini, rini or liu or ach pratyanta words. Find them and give their derivation. And the second is Sankshepena Uttarani Likhata. So I gave 5 questions. Unfortunately, I couldn't cover all 5 today. So Nandyadigane Dhatunam Sthane Lyu Pratyanta Shabdaha Kimartham Pathyante. I have taught this. This second, Kim Nama Akruti Ganaha Pachadi Ganaha Akruti Ganaha Asti Asya Kim Pramanam. We were not able to complete it today. We will discuss it tomorrow. ऋणिनि प्रत्यय नकारस्य किं प्रयोजनं नकारोत्तरस्य इकारस्य किं प्रयोजनं. We discussed this today. दाशः इति शब्दस्य वृत्तिम् अर्थं तथा प्रक्रियां लिखत. We discussed this today. And finally, there is one specific karika which we did not discuss today. We will discuss it tomorrow. So answers of these questions you should be able to answer after tomorrow's class. So that's it. Atra adya samapayamah. Shwaha punah asminneva samaye vargah bhavishyati. यथा उक्तम श्वस्तन वर्गे पचादिगणस्य विषये तथा च अच् प्रत्ययस्य विषये विस्तारेण शास्त्रस्य चर्चां करिष्यामहे. श्राद्धे जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानाम् उपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. शब्द ब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान् यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. धन्यवाद.